Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Natasya binti AWALUDDIN. My supervisor is TS Dr. Muhammad ASHLYZAN bin RAZIK. Today, I want to present my internship at Enforcement Department Ipoh City Council. My presentation will consist of background of the organization, roles of the organization, issues and challenges, impact on business, entrepreneurship and management, suggestion and conclusion. Ipoh City Council or Majlis Bandaraya Ipoh MBI is the city council which administers the city of Ipoh in the state of Perak. MBI is responsible for public health and sanitation, waste removal and management, town planning, environmental protection and building control, social and economic development and general maintenance, function of urban infrastructure. Ipoh City Council consists of 20 departments that are responsible for managing the Ipoh City affairs. In economic sector, Ipoh City Council, especially Enforcement Department, the management was very focused and dedicated. For instance, the better infrastructure and more jobs improve the economic of the region and raises the standard of living for its citizens. At the most basic level, Ipoh City Council, especially the Enforcement Department, ensure a secure and stable environment in which economic development can take place. For social part, Ipoh City Council contribute to a sustainable development, including health and welfare of society, takes into account the expectation of the stakeholders, integrated throughout the organization, and practice its relationships. One of the programs that had been implemented by Ipoh City Council that involved the society is IKASEH program. This program will eradicating poverty in Ipoh City by assisting in the implementation strategy of program and projects under the inauguration program poverty. In political part, Ipoh City Council was an organization that had been recognized by the government. All the responsibility and action taken by the council, especially in enforcement department, were according to the act and by law in Malaysia. Indirectly, this will maintaining the political position of Ipoh City Council as the council was under the state of government, which is local government. Next part is issue. The first issue is lack of awareness and inefficient business management. Firstly, the management were facing the issues that involving the public. Public or citizen does not have an adequate awareness toward the roles and responsibility of the staff in the organization. The obvious issues is when the public are reporting the complaint about their consequences or problems that they are facing to the staff. Instead of that, the system of reporting the complaint at the organization was not very effective and efficient. Second issue is administration structure, which is bureaucratic system. In bureaucratic management, all regular tasks that are to be performed are classified as official duties and imposing rules in the sole authority of the management. Bureaucracy demands Democrats to be highly disciplined and abide with the rule. It derives its power from rationality. Next issue is using the manual and offline platform. The Enforcement Department Ipoh City Council is still using the manual process for certain tasks or matters. This situation might lead to delayed process towards some affair. Manual system put pressure on the people to be correct in all detail of their work at all the time. With difficult and slow process, employees at the organization tend to spend more time than actually needed in order to carry out the task. Another issue is unproductive performance of the staff. One of the most significant causes of demotivation is micromanagement. One thing that can lead to distinct lack of employee motivation is the absence of praise or a simple recognition of a job well done. Rather than that, organization politics also can affect the level of motivation of the employee. Next part is challenges. Challenges for organization are massive and rapidly changing for improving productivity and meeting the organization goals. The first challenges is creating awareness and having an efficient business management. The management have to execute a new strategy as the strategy sets out a plan that determines how a business will use its major resources to meet its strategic objective. When the strategy had changed, the organization and the staff itself should adapt the new business structure to ensure the strategy will be smooth. Next challenge is bureaucracy system. In order to eradicate the bureaucratic system, the organization had to confront in modifying bureaucratic structure through project. Rather than that, if the bureaucracy is implemented, it will reduce the opportunity to quickly adapt to change circumstances. This happened because the bureaucracy system is so dependent on rules and regulations. Next is the development of the technology. Most of the process of administration were in manual. Hence, the processes would be late and complicated. As we know, the internet usage nowadays already become a need and compulsory in daily life. So, the usage of the internet should be implemented in administration and management too. For example, VoIP and MIS can be used throughout the organization. Next challenge is improving the motivation of the staff. Most people are not happy sitting in a tiny cubicles under the light, so consider ways to make the office more appealing. Across the workplace, communicate honestly and often. Do have an open door policy with the staff. Next is impact on business. The ability to satisfy the need for more efficient communication and productivity must be balanced with investment in streamlined business processes. Just like at the enforcement department, sometimes staff could not pick up all the call about the complaint from the public. The management should implement an efficient and effective strategy to fulfill the customer need. Impact on entrepreneurship. As we know, entrepreneurs, especially the new entrepreneur, need support to improve their business, including the motivational and financial. So the roles of the organization is to contribute and provide the best services for them. For example, the process of approving the new business setup, like the license then related to the business, should be more efficient and faster. This is due to the increment of application day by day. Next is the impact on management. Management always related to the motivation of the employee. Demotivation happens when employees have lost their inspiration or will to act. Unmotivated employees might develop a lack of interest for their position. Due to the lack of the motivation among employees, the organization might having the decreases of professional advancement. The power abusing also could give an impact to the management. Next is suggestion. First suggestion is practicing or implementing an effective business management at the organization. The Enforcement Department Ipoh City Council can start using Business Management System (BMS) in providing services to the public. BMS is a multi-level hierarchy of business solution that represent how a profit-oriented organization will carry out different functions like sales, purchasing, marketing, and staffing to accomplish a task and achieve a goal successfully. Rather than that, the Enforcement Department can practicing and utilizing the Customer Relationship Management (CRM). The goal is to improve customer service relationship and assist in customer retention and sales growth. Next, trying to eliminate bureaucracy system in the organization. Set a goal and know what you get done. Employees are on the front line and know what needs to be done more often than management. Empower employees to make decisions about the way their day-to-day work is performed. Next is create the new system and improving the existing website or other online platform. The organization can improve the website performance by reduce the 404 error. The 404 page should contain link to homepage, main information pages, and some of most popular resources. The Enforcement Department can try to implement the Management Information System (MIS) to replace or to improve the existing system. Next suggestion would be inspire motivation at workplace. Setting and achieving goals, clear expectation, organization, feedback, and as well as encouraging management all contribute to an increase in workplace motivation. It will flourish in a positive work environment. Next is the scope of exposure during the internship. I had been exposed about the management and the administration of the organization. I know about the external duties that have been allocated powers under the local government law and the act in the Ipoh City Council area. For example, the Enforcement Department make patrol duty to control animals roaming in the council area and stretch the stray animal if necessary. and processing 10 permit application form and dog license application within the council area. I also got a chance to follow the patrol duty to control the stray animals. Next, I also learned about the system that the staff use in their daily work. Did the collateral help by name and year using the system called as PBT system. Next is the contribution to the organization. I had done a few contributions to the organization. First is prepare the file directory of the organization. This file contains all the information about the filing in the organization. Second is office decoration for Hari Raya. Third, help the staff key in the data of the collateral held according to the name. And prepare the notice about the advertisement according to the bylaw. In addition, I also involved in Bobo Lambuk program. This program was held every year during fasting month. I was together with the staff preparing the Bobo Lambuk to contribute to the others. Lastly is sorting out and contribute the official diary to the staff. Next is challenges of task execution. First challenges is inefficient equipment and network. Sometimes the PC or other equipment such as printer did not work, hence it will interrupt the working process. Second, had to confront with all the public attitude when they make report about their consequences. Third, most of the job had been prioritized to the male staff only. This is because the job has been exposed to the external danger, so that I couldn't get the full experience of that specific job. In conclusion, throughout my internship, I had learned a lot, especially in managing and controlling the administration of the organization. Instead of that, according to my observation, I realized that the organizational behavior should be implemented and practiced in the organization. I do believe that all the staff in the enforcement department were aware about the organizational behavior, but they still can improve it. A keen understanding of organizational behavior can also help improve manager ability and manage conflict. As we know, Malaysia and all of the country in the world were facing the pandemic of COVID-19. Ipoh City Council also have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. The situation had involved all the department in Ipoh City Council, especially enforcement department. Online platform is the best alternative that can be used during the pandemic. For instance, the organization can improve their website and application performance. For example, the payment process of any cases sometimes is under construction. This situation would create the negative feedback from the users. In a nutshell, this internship had been an excellent and rewarding experience for me. I can conclude that there have been a lot I learned from my internship at the Enforcement Department, Ipoh City Council. Thank you.